Today wasn't a bad day, right? Today wasn't a bad day, neither an extremely good day. It was just a good day and a very proud performance from my boys, from the squad, right? A message to whoever who is about to become the Barcelona president. A message to the next Barcelona president. Hopefully, I would like it to be one Laporta, but let's just wait and see what happens, right? Today, this game was down to bench, right? It was down to the squad depth. Yes, that was today's game. Today's game was entirely down to squad depth. If we had a really good, or let's say a good squad depth, if we had a good bench, we would have won this game by 5 goals to 0. Because today's game, I really enjoy some of my players, especially my boy, Bernal. Forget about the goals. Just forget about the goals. Kubasi, well done. Because today, that partnership of Paul Kubasi and Gerard Mardini was very, very solid. And our overall performance today, shout out to Lamine Yamal. Today, Rafinha decided to go off. If Rafinha had his A game today, we would have breezed past Atletico Madrid today. But no hard feelings for this one, right? No hard feelings. To our next Barcelona president, we need a very good squad depth. Bernardo Silva wants to come, we need him, right? Maybe his salary, yes. And I said this thing on my previous video that if we had a good striker, after that I said it after the Villarreal game that if we had a good striker, or maybe we had Lewandowski available in his best form, in his best shape, Atletico Madrid isn't a match for Barcelona, even if we need to score 10 goals to qualify, right? Today our boys really, really, really played well. It was a total dominant performance. Locked down Ademola Lookman, who was the serious threat in the first leg. Even without having a proper striker and a good squad depth, I think the difference was Juan Musu. The guy really, really showed class today, right? And let's just talk about the game before anything. Let's just talk about the game. Barcelona had their Superman imposed Juan Garcia, which he didn't really have something to do today, right? He made some 2 crucial saves. I think one from Julian Alvarez and the other from, I've forgotten the player, right? And right, today was a very bad day in terms of injuries for us. Today, Jules Koundé got subbed off early in the first half, which forced Bardi into the game. He was pretty decent, not extra, like he was decent before he went off. Paul Kubasi. This is the Paul Kubasi I know, and this is the Paul Kubasi I want to see henceforth. Gerard Mardini, There's nothing to say about this guy anymore. He's been decent. He's been pretty good. He's been decent for the past couple of games he's been starting. Right, and Joao Cancelo had a very very good performance today. Had an assist to Mark Bernal. Speaking of Mark Bernal, this is the kind of DM we need. I'm not overthrowing what Frankie Dion has done. Oh, you see, I think Frankie Dion is more of a number 8 more than a number 6. That's my personal opinion. Frankie Dion is more of a number 8. Even we saw that when Hans Flick started trying Pedri and Frankie Dion. The first season Hans Flick came, I think that was last season. It started very slowly, very poorly, but they got to understood each other with time. And that game against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu was the turning point for Frankie Dion in this Barcelona squad. And Pedri, the magician, the poet. This guy is like, I don't know how some people actually look Pedri, like watches Pedri and say, oh, there are some midfielders currently better than Pedri in his position. It's like, yes, there are different styles of playing a deep line playmaker, or there are different styles of playing a number 8, but even with that, Mamma mia, Pedri is Pedri. There is a reason why people tag him to be Iniesta and Xavi at the same time. My goodness, Pedri Gonzalez. That boy is at this point, you see, you can't speak about Barcelona players without hyping them, like a players like some of the players like Pedri. It's like he is that guy. He is that guy. He is that guy. And Femi Lopez as well at the number 10. Femi Lopez didn't have his A game today. He was just a normal player today. Like, maybe it was down to the formation of Atletico Madrid, fine, but he was normal. He was far better than Daniel When, like far better. Like our substitution was something. We talk about that one. Rafinha. I think today Rafinha tried to force some things. Yes. Towards the ending of the first half, he got some chance which Lamine Yamal was running in. He should have passed the ball to Lamine Yamal, but he decided to shoot and skyrocketed it. It's like, how, why? I wasn't confident in the penalty that Rafinha played today. I wanted Lamine Yamal to play that penalty today, but either way, he scored. Rafinha's performance was just not it. Not even talk about the number 7. The shark. The guy who turns into tuna today, turns into sardine tomorrow, turns into shrimp to the next day, turns into a redfish the following day, turns into a whale the following. It's like Ferran Torres. Why? At this point, I don't feel safe for this guy to even be a backup striker for Barcelona this season. He's been doing what he can, but what he can is not enough for Barcelona. I personally think that Barcelona should go for Alexander Sørloth as a backup striker to whichever striker they will be getting next season. If Barcelona didn't get a solid striker next season, I think even Alexander Sørloth will be a good fit. Not an extraordinary guy that will do something, but a good fit. He'll be definitely better than Ferran Torres. It's like The first half, this guy kept on missing chances left, right, center. Like, let's talk about my boy, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. What more do you have to say about this guy? One more. I think he got a 9 point something rating today, alongside with Pedri and Bernal. Try some things, gave some passes that, like, the entire match was in the first half. That's what I see. That's what I think. Then the entire match was in the first half. With Ferran Torres was just there, Rafinha was just there. It's like, if we had our finishing boots in the first half, we could have scored at least 6 in the first half. But first, it was a very, very good game. I was talking about the substitutions. Rashford tried. Dani Olmo was something else. When Araujo came on, he went to the striking position, like, just to be the standing striker for Rafinha and Dani Olmo to take advantage of it. But it was completely waste. Like, I don't know how to say about, like, especially Dani Olmo. He could have even sent off when he came on. Like, the entire game today was about our substitutions. If you had the right guys on the bench, and I didn't like how we entirely relaxed in the second half. I think that's part of the reasons why we couldn't score that 4 goals we needed. We were more careful in the second half. Like, they had this mindset that be patient, you score the goal. That's what has Flick told the guys. Just be patient, you score the goal. Which they got that through Bernal with a beautiful cross from Joao Cancelo. Initially, I thought that ball was an offside, but the VAR says the other way. But so who am I to say it's an offside? But Hansi Flick, a message to Hansi Flick. This is how we want the high line to be played. This is how we want the high line to be played until the end of the season. Like, it's like today, Barcelona knew when to press, like when to keep the line high, when to drop a bit, and when to go into the posts. Our defense was very, like, the organization of our defense today was top notch. This is the only game since Hansi Flick came that I have felt entirely safe. Like, it's like I felt entirely safe about our back, like about our defense, the way we defend. Because today, if we had done this, the way we defended today, if it was against Inter, we would have easily get past Inter. Against PSG, easily. Against Chelsea, easy. Because this is the actual way that we should be defending. So I can see, like, this message, I'm sending it direct to you. This is how we should be defending. Not that unnecessary high line. Even when you are leading and you need to relax with the high line, like, it's like it's just mind busting. Like, it's just crazy sometimes how Hansi Flick does his things. But first to Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone done really well, defended the entire minute. That was very, very brilliant from you. Either ways, we had a good game today, a very fair game today. Let's see how the season folds to be and how the season ends. I think we are secured with the La Liga, and our next game, we should be cutting our players some slack because they used their energy to play this match against Atletico Madrid. So even if we have to win our next match, even if it's a scrappy win, right? All we need is a 3 points. Nothing more to say about that. And I'll be looking forward to the Champions League as well against Newcastle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.